Have you come down from Wednesday night yet?
Calm down.
Calm down.
What?
Come down.
Calm down.
Either.
Yes, non-stop. Of course, we are satisfied to be able to play final Champions League, but it's non-stop. So now it's coming the most difficult thing at the end. All the tennis players say to serve to win Wimbledon, and the last is the most difficult one. So on Sunday we have the game is in our hands to win the most important competition. So Premier League is the most important because it's 10, 11 months every week, and we are lucky to have the chance to finish at home with our people, and we have to take it.
Sometimes when you have a big night like Wednesday, it can be difficult to go again and follow on from that. But the opportunity to win this match, to win the Premier League, I guess that makes it easy for you.
Well, I have a good memories. And the memories I remember when we play against United to win the Premier League, 2-0 up in the half-time, and we lost the game. And not far away, against Aston Villa, we were 20 minutes away to lose the Premier League at home. So the last one is the most difficult one to do it because there are a lot of emotions and many things, and you have to control it and have to be focused. We cannot be distracted right now at all. We will not forgive ourselves and we will distract in something like it's not what we have to do, because we focus on every single game that we have until the end of the season to try to finish well.
Thank you.
Pep, the way your team played on Wednesday in a really, really important game when the pressure was on, that must give you a lot of confidence that your team can deliver in these big, big moments.
We have done it this season many times, but we cannot deny in semi-final Champions League, and especially with the best team in this competition in the last years, because they have done 11 semi-finals in 13 years and win 5 Champions League, I don't know how many years, the last 7, 8, I don't know exactly. So do it against them, of course, gives us a lot of confidence and credit, but at the same time we have done it. So we've done it at Arsenal, we've done it against Liverpool, against United, against the big teams here in England at home this season have been. We feel we are strong. We feel confident with our people, and that's why, we did it again.
You say the league is the most important. This would be 5. As far as I can see in the history of English football, there's only 3 managers that have won more than 5. What does that make you feel as an individual and for what you have achieved in this country?
As a manager, was a player for as a manager especially, I feel part of something that we are. So no confuse. I never think, I will never think about it belongs to me. I'm part of that. I don't deny it, but without the incredible work and the decisions maker, for a sport director, for the board, of course the players are the most important thing. I'm a part of that, and I'm really proud, of course. So being here close to win the Premier League again is in our hands after the last weekend, more than ever. So I'm really pleased. But I'm part of that, so I don't lose. I'm not the only person when we lose the semi-finals or final Champions League. I don't feel the only responsible of that. Nor even I feel the responsible, the only one to win Premier Leagues or achieve Champions League finals or so on.
Pep, on Wednesday, on the second half, there were 2 moments. The first one, you asked Kevin, I think, to pass more the ball. And then Jack, you were blowing kisses to him because I think he passed more the ball. Is that the kind of game that you feel that you have to be more part of it? And was that the moment to play?
So with the action with Kevin, I love it. We shout each other, and I love it. I like this step from Kevin. I like it. So sometimes in some games it's like a little bit flat, and I like this energy, because it's not the first time. You don't see it, but how many times he shot me in the training ground, and this is what we need of him. Because after that he became the best. It's just a part of the moment. It was a 2-0 up, and in the first minute, the first action, Gundogan lose the ball and Kevin lose 2 or 3 in a row, and we didn't need this type of game. It was 2-0 against Madrid, and up and down, and up and down. In the first half, we didn't do one action of that type. You know, Sport half time have to be incredible, control the game. So we have to play more than ever. We have to drop them and turn them, drop them and turn them. And we didn't do it. But they play. And Kevin, in the same time, sometimes said, stay calm, and after making incredible assist, that we score goal. How many times it happened? Millions. So at the end, they play. And Jack did the opposite. So the moment he can run and weight the team, you know, join together and make an extra passes, because in that, I know we can do it. But it's football. It's happened. It's not absolutely personal and at all. So it's kind of things must happen to be a competitive, be a good team.
Hi, Pep. You talked this season about the Premier League being the most difficult because it's been at its strongest. Does that mean if you do win the title, this will mean more than the other wins?
No. We cannot deny that the Premier League against Liverpool was easier. Not at all. Well, the feeling that is that I think the top six, we invite one or two more teams to sit on the table. So Liverpool, Newcastle is there already. There's one game away to qualify for the Champions League next season. Yesterday, I saw the game against Brighton because we'll be the next opponent. I see with the energy, enthusiasm they play, it was wow. Newcastle deserves to be there. For what they have done this season, deserve to be there. And so there are more people, but the Premier Leagues, I cannot say this one was more difficult or easier than the other ones. Always is so difficult.
Hi, Pep. The way City have come back from being 8 points behind Arsenal, not lost since Forest away, when you sign players, ability is obviously one of the key things. How important is the mentality of them? You often speak of how strong the mentality is of this group.
Well, I show in many times, but now we talk about mentalities because we won. And I don't believe in that. I defend the team when we lose, and they had the same mentality. Last season we didn't have mentality against Madrid. They had the same mentality that we have last week on this. This is the reality. To recover 8 points, Arsenal, first we had one game in hand in that moment, so it was a little bit fake. Huh? But we knew that we had to win almost all games, and they had to drop it. This would happen. So see, this Arsenal would maintain the rhythm that the first leg. Even doing what you have done, we cannot be possible to cut them. But they dropped few points, and we were there. And again, another season, and that means a lot to us.
Pep, 7 seasons now here. Do you think this one was tactically becomes more and more challenging, especially considering like Akanji in left back, Stones in the middle, and putting other players doing different roles, and between people who are really into tactics, they really discuss the WM. If you're the type of person who studies tactical systems, old tactical systems, so how was it for you in a tactical perspective? How has it been for you to invent these things? How is the process?
No, sometimes the evolve the team is it depends on the opponents, the problems they create to you. So you cannot play all the time during 6-7 years in the same way for two reasons. First, because you have different players, and when we play a false nine or play with Erling Haaland, our way to defend and attack is completely different. And the second, the opponents don't defend the same way because they know you. They discover a little bit secrets for the quality the players do have, and you have to, the moment they do a contra system, you have to create another one, offensively, defensively. So now Liverpool is playing with Alexander-Arnold inside, play all the time outside, and now it's playing inside. It's because they found, the opponents found the solution maybe, how the way they attack, and now they are solving a lot of problems with Alexander-Arnold inside. But maybe in the future the opponents will find a solution to defend Alexander-Arnold with Fabinho inside, and Jurgen will find another solution to do it. So, and the evolution depends of the problems. I would love to say one system for the same players during 7 years in the same way, and the opponent didn't realize, and always we are in perfect shape and perfect condition. That happened. Because even with the same players, we drop them. We are not the same players, and this is not because it's something new, it's because you have to realize it for the opponents do to you.
Paul?
Pep, just looking back to January and February, you lost to Southampton in the Carabao Cup, dropping points in the league as well, and you weren't playing as consistently as you are now. Then you went on this long unbeaten run. What do you think changed that? What prompted that change in the way that your team is playing? Because they look a completely different team to when they were then.
From my point of view, when you are in one season, you cannot be one season like the level we are playing today. It's impossible. In the Premier League, at the end, it's question of don't be far away from the top of the league where you are not. Don't give up, never ever. And wait. And arrive in especially knockout stages, especially in Champions League, on European competitions at the end, in a good momentum. Didn't think change much, I think. So I think the way we play in Southampton Caracas was the lowest game we have played, I think, in 7 years, but sometimes happen. At the end, we have to avoid it, but sometimes happen. For the opponent is more focused or whatever. So, but it's normal. So it's happened. So at the end, it's try to be 7, 8 stable as much as possible. I think we did it again. Otherwise, we cannot be 85 points right now and with 9 points still to play. You know, to be close to 90 points again in one season. So without you are not consistent. It's impossible. So at the end, we have done really, really well.
Hi, Pep. Given what Paul was talking about and the run after Christmas, did you ever envisage being able to, or having the opportunity to win this title with 2 matches to spare?
After seeing Arsenal the first leg, no. Always we wanted, said, hopefully we can arrive against Arsenal at home, being there and beat them and stay top of the league or close to him. Is what happened. And after what happened later, they won, they win against Brighton, but the difference, of course, they dropped a little bit, but this is where 11 or 12 games in Premier League, I don't know, winning. So that helped us to be there. Otherwise, and we say, Paul, at the end, I said many times, people felt so 2 months left, 3 months left. If we don't win, we cannot fight for the Premier League. And that gives us the best of us.
And given the consistency you've had in the Premier League over the last few years, do you think you get the credit that you deserve from the outside world?
Absolutely.
You believe that?
People know how difficult it is. We know it at least. And I think our opponents, managers, players know it. When you win 4 and you're on the verge to win the 5th, Premier League in 7 years, we are together, the last 6 years, we are close, depends on us. It's not done. Don't misunderstand me, but of course they know it.
Do Robert Martin before the embargo, please.
You're on the verge of winning 3 titles in a row and 5 in 6 years. When you were talking about coming here, did you ever doubt your ability to be successful in this league? Was there ever a point at which you thought, maybe my style wouldn't work here, maybe my team won't be successful here, ever?
I love myself a lot, but I never thought.
You once said, we sat here talking about David Silva once, and you said that even though David Silva had been a great player in Spain, that when you saw he signed for City, you thought, I'm not sure whether that would work in England. You'd never had those same doubts about yourself.
Yeah, no, I said again, I love myself a lot, but I think we're going to do a good job. But expectations. So I arrived with no expectations on myself, so do wherever you want, but no. I could not imagine with players and all the people here do what we have done in the Premier League. No, not at all. I realized immediately after 5, 6, 7 games Premier League first season, I said, how tough is that? And it's got to learn quick how is the Premier League and the players and the teams. And after every day was like, come on, but a little better. Try to arrive here every day. I try to mentally say they have to do the team a little bit better that we have done yesterday. And with this mentality, the players feel it that always you can achieve it. But it's the same. So you never think when the start of the season, every single season, how it's going to be. So at the end, I don't know. I don't prospect on that. So now we know we are 3 games away to win all the titles, and how we prepare, how we arrive as best as possible to the games and start. And every game we win, we help for the next one. Every game we win. So I'm pretty sure winning the Premier League as quick as possible will help us to prepare the next games in the Premier League and FA Cup and final Champions League in better conditions. So I want to see the team still focused. So I know that biggest compliments in this world is happen that way. Biggest compliments when everything is perfect and win, and a big disaster, a big mess when everything is on. So it's always there are. It's nice, okay, it's perfect, but we cannot forget the reality, and the reality is what happened against United years ago, what happened against Aston Villa, and Chelsea didn't do the season that they could imagine. I understand everything is agree. I think they are agree, but it's Chelsea. The players are there. I don't. I will not be confused watching the table. So, but if no, we perform like we have performed everyone last week. We'll be there. We'll be close, and the opportunity to do it at home, we have to take it. So it's not the same. Can celebrate something unique because it's unique what these guys are doing or we are doing at home that away. So football is emotion, it's moments. And when we can do it at home, we have to take it. We have to do it.
Pep, yeah, if Nottingham Forest beat Arsenal tomorrow, you would be champions without playing. Will you be watching? Have you got the players together or anything like that? Or?
I don't think so. No. Maybe I don't think so. No. Maybe we'll do a breakfast. I don't think so. Because we have a game day after. So and Chelsea deserve it. In my mind, and I would like it. I would like to feel that we have to win to be champion. This is what you have to think right now in that moment. So we cannot control Nottingham. So in our mind is it doesn't matter what happened in the game in Nottingham. We have to do our job. Is win our game.
You have a bottle of champagne in the fridge just in case tomorrow night?
No, I don't have it. Not because after 3 days later we have Brighton, and Brighton can make you a big a big thing if you are not who you are. So we'll have time at the end of the season to celebrate or be what you have to do. So we have a lot of games in a row, and that's why if tomorrow we can win, we can celebrate it in the stadium with our people. That will be the best celebration. To celebrate the team, we will have time, just in case we.